Who? He started this. It's this year. All right. All right. Number 19. We're wanting to write an equation of line that goes to this point, negative 1, 2, and it's perpendicular to this line. All right. What should I do first? Get the equation and what? Slope intercept. Luke, why don't you come up here and do that? Yeah, you just come up and put this equation for me and slope intercept form.
I don't know if I'm going to read my handwriting.
Yeah, you got this. I believe in you.
All right.
Thank you for letting me know. You have better handwriting than I do.
That's debatable.
Thank you. Just leave the pen right there. All right. What? Okay, so the key word is perpendicular. We have the slope as negative 2/5. Will you use that as your slope? What are you going to do with it? Flip it and change the sign. So we're actually going to use what? Positive 5/2. So I'm going to use 5/2. I'm done with this. Now, I'm going to use slope intercept y equals mx plus b to find my y-intercept. My y is negative 2. My slope is 5/2. My x is negative 1. So I got negative 2 equals negative 5 over 2 plus b. I'm going to move that over. Come over here, let's move it over. One half equals b. I have that in my slope. I'm going to write my equation. If you just do that, it's wrong tomorrow. You got to write an equation. Y equals 5/2 x plus 1/2. Number 20. It says this line goes through point 1,7 and it's parallel to the line passing through this. Okay, so if it's parallel to this, it's going to have the same what? So I just need to find the slope between these 2 points. Does that make sense? So m equals, I don't know why I just did that. M equals 1 minus 5, negative 2 minus 2. That gives me 1. So I'm going to use that. Y equals mx plus b. My y is 7. My slope is 1. My x is 1 plus b. 7 equals 1 plus b. 6 equals b. So now I have that. Y equals x plus 6. Do you agree? Are there any questions on this? So tomorrow on your test, so yeah, there's 30 questions on your test. You got this and this. You're going to do everything on notebook, paper, and staple to it. On the back of it, you have 2 problems where it says determine the slope. So I'll give you 2 points to determine the slope. 3 others says graph the equation. Remember last week you had to do graph the line? You got 3 of those to graph. You got some horizontal, vertical lines included in there. Then you have 4 where it says write the equation of line and slope intercept form, just like we're doing, parallel, perpendicular. That's your back page. You good? Everything on that's back page. There's a word problem, but we didn't get to the word problem this week, so we're going to omit number 30. Top back page is if they will learn. Front page is if they will learn. We'll go over that in a minute. But are there any questions on your math workshop?
You should do number 30 as a bonus.
30 is a bonus, yes. We do that. But we're going to do that last. And if you remember, you finish the test in class period. There's no coming back in 0 period of dual enrollment. Okay? All right. Now, Parker Grillo had a great idea. Parker, explain to the class what you thought about. You asked Miss Chester. Hey, so why didn't we just go over homework before you did a homework check to make sure I got my homework? Wasn't that brilliant? So y'all need to thank Parker. Thank you, Parker.
Thank you, Parker.
Everybody. See, your brother was looking out for you. I don't know why I didn't think about that. All right. So,
Keep it in my back seat.
Look at Alyssa think that.
Oh no, she didn't say anything.
That's when she gets quiet and you don't know what she's thinking. Yeah. What numbers did we do? Okay. I'm going to call it the answer is 1935. Check your work. Number 19 is 1 minus 10i. Number 20 is negative 5 plus 9i. 21 is 3 plus 5i. 22 is negative... Oh, wait. Oh, thank you, sorry. Okay, go. Start over. 19 is 1 minus 10i. 21 is 3 plus 5i. 23 is 2 minus 2i. 25 is negative 19 plus 4i. 27 is negative 4 plus 8i. Do I need to repeat any of them so far? 23 was 2 minus 2i.
2 minus 2i?
Yes.
24 minus 1.
Well, then you need to check your work. If you can't see it, then I'll work it in a minute, okay? All right, do I need to repeat any more right now? 24? What now? 25 was negative 19 plus 4i. And Tyler, check what...
2 plus 5 is 23.
Okay, y'all just check your work within your group. Ask your group members if they got the same thing. If we disagree with 23, I will go back and work that one in just a minute. It might be a typo in the book. But talk with your group on 23 if you are not agreeing with 2 minus 2i. Did everybody get 2 plus 2i?
Oh, did you?
Should be minus 2i.
2 minus 2i, so you agree, but okay. Just be checking with your group. What you just say? Did you say whatever?
No. So what do I know?
Okay, 23 is 2 minus 2i. If I need to work that one, I will in a minute. 25 is negative 19 plus 4i. 27 is negative 4 plus 8i. 29 is 30 plus 10i. 31 is 27 minus 8i. 33 is 29. 35 is negative 21 plus 20i. Do I need to repeat any of those? 35 was negative 21 plus 20i. Alright, what was the next ones? Okay, before we go to the next ones, are there any ones in there that I need to work quickly on those? 29 and which one, Tyler? 23 and 29. $23 had fractions in it. I guarantee we might have made a mistake with fraction. 7 minus 1/2 I minus 5 plus 3/2 I. Alright, what does that minus do to everything in that parentheses? Mm-hmm. 7 minus 5 is 2. Negative 1/2 and a negative 3/2 gives me negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2i. You see that, Tyler?
Yeah, I got the negative 5 on it, but it's positive 5.
To make sure that minus changes all the signs. Okay, 29. Is that the one you said, Madison? You figured it out? Okay. Are there any other questions? Do I need to work any of the multiplication ones? Okay. Alright, on bottom, did y'all do 38 through 43? Oh, 38 through 44?
41.
Oh, 41, okay. $38 is 1/2 minus 1/2 I. Now you might have it written somewhere different. As long as that equals that, like, did somebody get something different from
I
that?
got like undefined.
Me too.
I got like
On number 38,
1 minus I over 2.
what did you get?
1 minus I over 2.
That would be okay. Let's talk about that. Let's have a discussion on that. Okay, so I just called out this right here. You know, math. Your answers can mean different ones, mean the same thing. Nick just said he had 1 minus I over 2. I want us to make sure that we know that's the same thing, okay? Because I can split it up like that, or I can write it like that. 1/2, you said 1/2 right there? And there's an understood 1 in front of that I there. So those are equivalent answers, okay? So you got to know, that's the bad thing about textbooks. When you check your answer, they might have a different form, but it means the same thing. It's okay, okay?
So I'm still trying to get this. So 1 minus I is the same thing as 2.
No, I'm going to work that one in a minute, because you said you had that undefined on number 38?
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, I'm going to work 38, because there shouldn't be any undefined on these. Alright, 39 is 8/5 plus 1/5 I, or you could have 8 plus I over 5. Number 41, number 40, we did 40. You can have 11 minus 23I over 25, or you can have 11 over 25 minus 23 over 25I. And 41, was that the last one? Negative 4 plus 2I. Okay, which one? I will work number 38. Is there another one?
Number 41.
41, yep. 38 and 41. Alright, so number 38. Alright, so I got 1 over 1 plus I. I don't like imaginary parts of a complex number in a denominator, so I'm going to multiply by the what? Not reciprocal. Conjugate. We've got to know our vocabulary. So that's going to be 1 minus I. 1 minus I. Alright. That's going to give me 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus negative I is negative I. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times negative I is negative I. I times 1 is positive I. I times negative I is negative I squared. I see where y'all got undefined. We made a careless little mistake right here. We're going to clear it up. Okay, these cancel out. Watch this. 1 minus I squared is negative 1. That's a double negative. That's going to be 1 plus 1 and not 1 minus 1. Juliet, you see that, hon? Jack, you see that, buddy?
That's exactly right.
Okay. So it's 1 minus I over 2. Or, like we said, well, you could write it, split it up. I'd rather just leave it like that, but whatever, as long as it's the same thing. Alright, and we said what number? 38 and 41. Somebody said 41 or 41, okay. Alright. 10I over 1 minus 2I. I'm multiplied by the conjugate. Alright. 10I times 1 is 10I, Jackson, isn't it? 10I plus 2I is 20I squared. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2I is 2I. Negative 2I times 1 is negative 2I. Negative 2I times 2I is negative 4I squared. Clean this up. That's going to be, you never leave I squared. 20 times negative 1 is negative 20. I put that first. Put your real part first and then your imaginary. Okay? I squared is equivalent to what? Negative 1 times negative 4 is. So 1 plus 4. So negative 20 plus 10I over 5. Can I take something all three of those? A 5. So negative 4 plus 2I over 1. You don't have to put that over 1. Do I need to do either 39 or 40? Okay. Let's just, okay, before we do the homework check, we're going to do that. Let's go through these homework problems we've done. Okay, on the start of your test, you have 6 equations to start your test off. Alright. So turn back to page. We're just going through this. I'm going to say you might need to look back over this. Well, the one way you study for your math test, some people say you can't study for math test. Yes, I didn't. Bless you. I didn't. Well, no, I did study for math test in high school. I had to teach myself. In college, you really have to teach yourself. What you do, guys, you go through your notes and you go through your homework that has been assigned, and you write the problem down on a piece of notebook paper and close your notebook. And you try to work them without looking at your notes. That's how you study for math tests. Okay? And when you get to college, and when you get this book, what you do is you go back through chapters, the lessons we cover, and you pick the odd numbers, and you do those, and then check them out the book. That's how you study for math tests. Okay? So what you need to do tonight is go through here and say, okay, I remember quadratic equations gave me trouble. So I'm going to pick something that was assigned to me. And I only do the ones I assign you because I might skip some on purpose because that's not one you need to know. You know what I'm saying? And write them down, and you do them, and then check to see if you got it right. and learn from that, okay? That's what you need to do now, okay? So, on this first page, on page 56, that section 13 through 23, you need to know how to solve a linear equation. You need to be able to handle fractions. There's fractions all over your test tomorrow. Handle them, okay? Are we good on problems like these? Okay. What you say? Okay, I don't even know what that means, but okay, good. That means good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. So you're going to have a couple like that. Okay, solving for a variable. You have 3 like that. Make sure you know how to handle the fractions. Make sure you handle. They are very similar, these 4 right here. You remember this one we had to multiply? There's 3 different variables. And you had to multiply every one of them by the 3 variables. And then at the end, let's say it was solving for R1. How many R1s we had? 2. And we only had to get 1. What technique did we use? Starts with F. What is it? Factoring. You're going to have to do that. So you might need to review something like 34 and know how to factor. This is college. I'm not going to rework all these problems. I'm just telling you which ones you need to look over. Okay? So you have 3 like that. So you have 1 linear tomorrow, 3 quadratic. Quadratic have to be set equal to what? Your first line of defense is to try to do what? Factoring. If you can't factor, you do what formula? Is Mr. Hester giving you the quadratic formula tomorrow? No. So you need to know that. Now, if you were taught slide and divide, make sure you go back and divide or you're going to mess up, okay? Okay, that's the first 9 questions deal with that first lesson on equations. Next part. You have 3 like this where you have to tell me the real and imaginary. Okay? Then you have 6 like your homework last night. Add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And you have a couple. You remember how to do the power I to 64 that we've been doing? You have 2 like that tomorrow, okay? Does everybody understand what your test is on? And then the back page is like the math workshop. Okay? Any questions? Alright, now get out. Keep your notebook out. Get out 1 sheet of paper, number it to 10. Put your name, homework check, number 10. After we do this, we're doing nothing but checkpoints, and you're going to work on an assignment after you're done your checkpoint. Does anybody have any forms that they need to turn into stickers?
Yeah, I turned mine in today, but she told me I couldn't pay the fees until she takes everyone's paperwork up to Jeff State.
Do I need to should I just take it so I can get a copy of that?
Yes. Yes, she's in student services. Go through this little wall. No, they don't want you to go to that door. Go here. Those glass doors are here. Enter that way and ask Miss Lynn to speak to her. Miss Dennis. She's back there with all the cameras. Yeah. I got the cherry limeade slush today. And it's normally my favorite. They put too much lime in it this morning, so it's like drawing my face up every time I take a sip of it at the moment.
You should get strawberry one time.
See, I don't like the strawberry because it's the actual fruit and seeds and all that in there. I like the fake strawberry flavor. I don't like the real strawberry flavor in it. Alright. We're ready? We got a number to 10. We do this in a minute. Alright. The first 6 are coming from page 57 and 56 and 57. That was the first part of your homework that we started, okay? The first 6. For number 1, I want the answer to number 21. For number 1, I want the answer to number 21. It's either on page 56 or 57. Just the answer. You don't have to write the problem or anything.
Page 57, number 21.
It's on page 56, number 21. You did that one there, no?
Yeah, one more time.
is page 56, number 21. Just the answer. Number 2 is page 56, number 32. Page 56, number 32. There's more than one answer. You just write the complete answer. I don't know. I'm just saying, if there's more than one answer, write it. Number 32. Number 3 is, I want the answer to number 49 on page 56. Number 49. So going back through, number 1 was question 21, 2 was question 32, number 3 was question 49. Number 4, I want the answer to question number 71. It's on page 57. 71. It's page 57, I believe. Number 5 is the question 89. Number 5 is question 89. Number 4 was question 71. 5 is question 89. I want the answer. I'm just saying the answer to the question. Do not write the question, just give me the answer. It's on page 57. Number 6, the answer to question 94. The answer to question 94. You're going to do 94?
We did 93.
Do 95. The answer to 95.
This is number what, 6?
Number 6. Y'all, don't make these homework checks complicated. Yes. 95. So, number 5 is 89, yes. Number 6 is 95. Okay, going back through this. One last chance for 1 through 6. Number 1 was the answer to number 21. 2 was the answer to number 32. 3 was the answer to number 49. 4 was the answer to number 71. Number 5 was the answer to number 89. Number 6 was the answer to number 95. Do I need to repeat any of those? Now we're moving to the next page, which is page what? 64. Here we go. Number 7 is the answer to question 11. Question 11. Number 7 is the answer to question number 11. I think that's one deal with real and imaginary. Is that correct? Yes, y'all did 11. It was on the back of the. It's there. If you can't you look at that and tell what the answer is? Y'all, this is the most intense homework check I've ever had. I mean, Lord. Woo! Parker, last year we did this in a minute, didn't we? Number 8, question number 25.
That one. And then figure out, and then that one.
Number 9, question 31. Question 31. The answer to question 31. And number 10, question 41. I just did that one on the board. Yes, 41. Number 7 was the question 11, answer to question 11. 8 was question 25. 9 was question 31. 10 is question 41. Number 41. Number 6, 95. Please put them in that top drawer when you're done. Right there. Or just let one person from your group collect all 3 of them and take them to that. Thank you. Yes. Please don't say Jesus saved the Jackson, will you get that stapler that's by that picture up there? I got you, Bill. Thank you. Come on, just put that up. Thank you. We survived the first homework check. Woo! We're going to get faster with those guys. That just took 4 minutes of our life. We can't get back. All right. Whoa. All right, next thing. You have 2 checkpoints. That means you're getting 2 grades. The first one that we're going to do, when you turn one in, you get the other one. The first one is 1 rational equation and 2 solve for a given variable, okay? That has a fraction. You're going to get rid of it first, I hope. Okay. So you're going to do these 3. And then when you're done with that, you get this one, complex numbers, 4 questions. When you finish both of them, you have an assignment on the board. Okay? An assignment. I thought we were going to get all of them done, all this done. We might cut that down if you don't finish it because you need to study for a test and not do all the homework. But that's what you're going to be working on, okay? All right. I believe we passed this side out. You may begin when you get it. Remember, no look at your neighbor and no talking to your neighbor. I'm going to tell you during test time I don't rearrange my desk. I'm going to tell you this. If I see your face turn tomorrow during the test, that's a 0 out of attention. Got me? You don't want to start the year off and me think you're a cheater. Because you're almost grown adults and you know how to keep your eyes on somebody's paper.